Okay, I'm gonna showcase a quick SSD upgrade video here, or at least attempt to. Tools, magnet pad, metal spudger, screwdriver, tweezers, and a guitar pick. And this is an Asus laptop, and I've already got it flipped upside down, so I'm gonna take out all the screws on the bottom and then see what we have inside, and take out the old hard drive and put in a new SSD. Got the current in the background for a little background music. So I'm placing these screws on the magnet pad, kind of in the orientation of how they're coming out. So I just kind of pretend like the magnet pad is the laptop, and then I place the screws in the areas where they came out, because some of them are different lengths, as you can see. You want to make sure they go back in the right spots. Got a little bit of a cold still. It's been hanging on for a couple weeks, so pardon the sniffles and possible occasional coughing session. All right, once you have all the screws out of the bottom, some laptop manufacturers also will have rubber feet here. Sometimes they run the length of the computer. So sometimes you need to check underneath those to make sure there aren't any hidden screws. Otherwise, you'll break the bottom trying to take it off. And from here, I like to just start with a metal spudger. It's got a finer edge to get in between the seams. And then I'll switch over to a pick to get all the other tabs out. This one's plastic, so it's a little easier on the case of the computer. So we don't break any of those tabs. So usually I just work a corner with the metal one, and I start in with the plastic one. Run it around, get all the tabs that are holding the bottom case on. Try to do this so I can show you guys. Might have to take it up a notch here. Stuck on the tab, there we go. Actually, we better check underneath these. So I'm gonna grab another special tool. Stuck way down there in my tool bench. This is a metal spudger with a thicker edge here, non-bladed. You better check underneath these. Make sure there aren't any screws. Aha, and there is. So one there. One there. Always check under feet. Okay, now this should release pretty easy. There we go. Okay, so just some internal components here: battery, CPU fan, processor RAM. Here's the hard drive. This is the part we're going to be removing and replacing with a new SSD. Should just slide right out, and then we'll need to take the enclosure off. A couple screws here, 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 and then we'll take the SSD out of the box. All right, and this is an inland 256 gig SATA SSD. Customer doesn't have much data on here at all, so they didn't need any larger of a storage space. And these are relatively inexpensive. You can find them in 3 packs on Amazon for about $60. So we'll get this little enclosure back on and then get the SSD installed, put everything back together, and we'll boot this computer up and install Windows 11. Take that piece off. That's just a little bit of paper on there that avoids the warranty if you remove it, but the warranty is already up. All right, this goes back in. Yeah, I'm not sure it's 100% necessary to put this little shroud back on, but we'll do it anyways. Just covers up that interface there. All right, check to make sure there aren't any broken tabs. Just like to put it upside down, just shake it a little bit, make sure nothing got broken on any of the tabs on the bottom. It doesn't look like anything did. Sometimes when I'm inside, just doing an SSD upgrade, I just like to make sure everything else is clean. You know, this looks relatively clean. I don't really see any reason to blow it out. I do like to check the hinges. A lot of times the hinges will just get a little wonky, so yeah, that one needed a little twist. Other than that, everything looks perfectly in place here, so we can put the bottom back on and get this back together. Make sure all those tabs snap good. And we'll go ahead and get all our screws back in. Like I said, I try to map them out on the magnet pad, just kind of like the way they go back in. Just pretend like the magnet pad is the bottom of the laptop, so I know where each screw goes. You can individually label each one of these squares, you know, left side, right side, under hinge, that sort of thing. This just works for me, so that's the way I do it. Oops, that's the wrong one. Member drive's about to start on the NPR, so I'm just streaming a little bit of the current today. I'll turn it off once the member drive starts, and then we'll stream something else. Again, I apologize for the sniffles, but that's what happens when you have a cold. Get those feet back on. All right, that's it. The customer's hard drive, the data will get rescued off this, and then the hard drive will get shredded, and they'll have a nice fast upgraded computer with an SSD and Windows 11.